Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, Neuralink, and SpaceX, is again in the headlines around the world after his bold decision to go to the Red Planet, famously known as Mars. But what are his plans? Is it really possible for someone to live on Mars? Or is he just bluffing to get some attention? Stay with us as we discuss all these and much more. One can wonder why just the planet Mars? Which reason has put this planet in the focus of Earth's smartest entrepreneur? Why not Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter? The reason is that Mars is the most Earth-like planet found in our solar system. This planet experiences different seasons, and even a 24.6-hour day, which approximates the 24-hour cycle of Earth. However, the main reason why Musk is obsessed with Mars is because he thinks humanity needs a backup plan. If Earth is really to end in some kind of catastrophic event, then a group of humans on Mars would prove beneficial for the survival of the human race. Unlike most of the space missions in the past, Musk's vision is not just sending a few astronauts to Mars and bringing them back. He aims to build a completely sustainable colony, a new city where humans can live and reproduce. Thousands, or maybe millions of people would be living in those giant homes on Mars, along with industries and all the infrastructure needed to have a society functioning properly. Behind the Mars plan by Elon Musk is a game-changing spacecraft by SpaceX Starship. Starship is a rocket fully reusable and carries people and cargo to Mars, an undertaking unlike any other spacecraft ever built. It's capable of taking more than 100 people on long-duration missions to deep space. Starship is going to be the most powerful launch system in history, capable of reaching Mars with the much-needed fuel and supplies. Its main characteristic is that it's reusable. While traditional rockets are expendable, Starship is built to be launched, refueled, and launched again, dramatically lowering the cost of going to space. This reusability is part of what will make colonization of Mars affordable and sustainable. Exciting as the plan by Musk may sound, even the thought of Mars life poses a lot of challenges. The Martian atmosphere is very thin and mostly carbon dioxide, which makes breathing and creating a livable environment a big challenge. The temperature on Mars can go as low as -100 degrees, and the planet gets hit by high levels of radiation due to the lack of a protective field. To face these challenges, Musk focuses on building pressurized domes in which people could live. These domes would have to be equipped with advanced life support systems that would generate oxygen, filter out carbon dioxide, and regulate temperature. Another challenge will involve the long-term health effects of living in reduced gravity. Only about 38% of what gravity exists here on Earth. Scientists are still studying how the body will adapt to such conditions. Another most obvious but important aspect of Musk's Mars mission plan is terraforming. In simple words, terraforming is actually the transition or conversion of a non-livable planet into a planet that supports human life. Terraforming involves the alternation of Mars to make it more Earth-like, for instance by thickening its atmospheric cover or elevating temperatures so that liquid water could exist at the planet's surface. To that end, even Musk has proposed the release of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere or nuclear devices located at the poles as methods to speed up this process. While terraforming is an interesting idea, it is still far from scientific proof. Many believe that even hundreds or thousands of years may pass before Mars becomes fully habitable, but Musk seems to be optimistic that these first steps can begin within this century itself. Everything aside, the question everyone has on their lips is, when will Musk send humans to Mars? As of now, though there's no date, and many believe that 2026 will be the target date for the first crewed mission, it can change because of the advancement of Starship development and the results of test flights. Before the first human sets foot on Mars, SpaceX will conduct several uncrewed missions that will do equipment delivery. In this way, it will help prepare the way for human explorers, since all critical resources, water and construction materials should be available when the humans arrive. But what will the first human Mars mission look like? Musk has drawn up a plan for a 6 to 9 month trip by the astronauts aboard Starship. All these spacecraft will be equipped with all necessary features for long-duration spaceflight, from sleeping quarters and exercise facilities to entertainment, whose aim will be to keep the crew healthy along the lengthy journey. Having finally arrived on the surface, astronauts will start to establish the first base on Mars. The initial base would contain habitats, greenhouses that could grow food, and research labs. The mission will be focused on establishing a sustainable presence on Mars, with astronauts examining the planet's surface, running scientific experiments, and testing technologies that will help others one day settle on the red planet, as scheduled. Even if that first mission succeeds, how a large colony will form there and how will they survive? According to Musk, humans will thrive on Mars. Water is perhaps one of the greatest necessities. Mars has frozen water in the form of ice at its poles and under its crust. The plan that Musk proposes involves the mining of this ice for drinking, growing crops, and even producing oxygen, splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen. Another important point is food production. Musk visualizes the soil of Mars and greenhouses where the crops will be produced for a fully self-sustained colony. Finally, settlers should be able to produce everything: food, water, and all other necessary materials for living on this planet without continuous deliveries from Earth. And that's not all. Musk wants to be much more than just a survivor on Mars. They plan to have an economy as well. He envisions Mars as a way to the new industrial times, mining valuable resources, creating new technologies, and even exporting goods back to Earth. Further and further out in the future, trade routes between Earth and Mars endowed with goods and materials would flourish. Such an economy would not only be an interesting playground, but also call for creative solutions to problems like transportation, resource extraction, and energy production. Perhaps one of the largest sources of energy for such an economy would be the harnessing of solar energy due to its distance from the sun and relatively clear atmosphere. All this for what? Musk's Mars plan is not only a chance to leave the Earth behind, but it will be very beneficial for our home planet. All three renewable energy systems, advanced robotics, and life support technologies developed for landing humans on Mars could also improve life on Earth. Musk is a believer that inspiration created by a Mars mission will motivate further innovation and exploration here on Earth. Just as the Apollo mission stimulated advancements in technology and inspired a generation of scientists, Musk believes that exploration of Mars will begin a wave of passion for discovering things that could not be done before. That's it for today's video. Do you agree with Musk's view on human life on Mars, or do you consider it just a dream? Do tell us in the comments section, and if you enjoyed our video, do like it and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Until then, it's goodbye. See you in the next video.